Jared Cannonier and Kelvin Gastelum in the middleweight division, the main event on short notice right here for August 21st right here. Now, Jared Cannonier was supposed to fight Paulo Costa. That fight, I probably would have went Paulo Costa with his power. He probably would have went forward and landed a good shot and knocked out Jared Cannonier. But in this fight, it makes it a lot more interesting. Kelvin Gastelum is going to be a lot less in the height department, a lot less in the reach department as well. Jared having a 6-inch reach advantage and a 2-inch height advantage. But he's going to have the age disadvantage. He's going to have the power disadvantage as well. Kelvin is more powerful. He might, I don't know if he's going to be the more fast striker, but the speed and the speed is going to be very, very even. But he's going to be a lot younger than Jared Cannonier as well. And he has the 5-round experience. He fought Israel Adesanya, coming off a loss against Robert Whittaker. He's got a lot of 5-round fights in his career so far. So I think that 5-round experience is definitely going to pay dividends in this fight with a guy like Jared Cannonier, who I believe this is his first 5-round, I believe, because the Jack Hermanson fight was supposed to be a 5-rounder, but he did knock him out, I believe, in the second round. But right here, Jared, I think, is not going to do too good in the later rounds, but will do really, really good in the early rounds. The early rounds, I have him keeping the fight on the feet, of course, defending the takedowns on Kelvin, and just attacking that lead leg of Kelvin, staying on the outside, body kick, leg kick, body kick, leg kick, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and winning most of the early rounds. If Kelvin is to win the early rounds, he needs to have a very, very wrestling-heavy game plan in the early rounds of the fight. He does have some pretty good wrestling, if I'm being quite honest. If we go right here, let's check 1 takedown per fight, 37% takedown accuracy, but in his last couple of fights, he had 6 takedowns on Ian Heinisch. Other than that, he didn't show the best wrestling in all the other fights, but Jared Cannonier doesn't really have the best takedown defense of 54%, getting taken down 3 times by David Branch, taken down 4 times by Jan Blachowicz, 3 times by Glover. Doesn't really have the best takedown defense, but even though the takedown defense isn't there, the scrambling is there. Right after he gets taken down, he gets up, walks the cage, and gets right back up on the feet. So I don't see any control, any ground pound, any submissions, all that type of stuff from Kelvin Gastelum, because Jared Cannonier, he just does really, really good at getting right back up on the feet. So any takedowns, I have Jared just getting right back up. But I do think for the most part, this fight will be staying on the feet. Jared, I think, will win the first and second round. And Kelvin, with a 5-round experience, the cardio advantage and just the volume advantage later on in the fight, will win the 4th and 5th round. It really, in my opinion, is going to come down to that 3rd round. And who wins that 3rd round? It's a really tough prediction because Kelvin is going to win the later rounds, and Jared, in my opinion, is going to win the early rounds. It's a very, very close one. I don't see any wrestling. I don't see any grappling, but I do think Jared is going to land a lot to the leg on Kelvin. It's going to pay a lot of dividends. The body kicks are going to pay dividends as well. I'm going to go Jared Cannonier. It's a close one. I'm definitely not favoring him as much as the betting odds were, because the betting odds at one point had Jared at a -240, which I think is absolutely insane. They went way up to -160, right where they probably should be. I think it should be a little bit closer than they are right now, maybe -135 for Jared, but it is a short notice fight. But I do think Jared Cannonier is going to go out there, land the harder shots. Yeah, Kelvin does have a lot of power, but Jared is going to land to the leg a lot, landing a lot of body shots, land a lot of leg kicks, and just 1-2 on the outside, stay on the outside for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round. And I see Kelvin coming back in the 4th and 5th, winning those rounds, but it won't be enough. It's going to be close, man. It's going to be a really, really close fight. If Kelvin is able to land the takedowns, I would definitely go Kelvin winning the fight, but I don't see him landing the takedowns and controlling the fight there. So it's a close one. It can definitely go either way. Definitely a lot closer than those betting odds, of course. Really, really close one right there in the middleweight division. The main event of UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Gastelum. But my prediction is Jared Cannonier, a 48-47 decision right there. I don't see Kelvin getting the knockout. I don't see Jared getting the knockout. I see this fight going all the way at Jared Cannonier in a very close 48-47 unanimous decision. A really good fight in the middleweight division right there.